welcome to Truth Talkin Thursday. This is Jim, I'm Jane. Well, here's the thing. So, it's a beautiful day, and me and my wisdom, fresh off of vacation, and feeling really pleased about me time, phoned up Jim half an hour before, I was ready to leave and said, yo, you want to go for a rip and record again? And Jim said, Jane, I got stuff to do, I'm writing, I really shouldn't today. So, let me remove my glasses here. I proceeded to use my wiles on him, and I said, so Jim, if we're going to be together anyway recording, and we're going to be together for like an hour and a half, the recording is what, 10 minutes? So how, is it not possible to go for a rip? So needless to say, I made Jim cave, and then as we were riding here, and you know where we are? We are in beautiful Crystal Beach, Ontario at the famous Palmwood. Anyway, no, so...
The no-tell motel.
So we rode here, and as I was riding here, I was feeling a little bit guilty because I was thinking, well, did I sway him from doing what he was doing? I have a very small appreciation, having done a little bit of writing so far, I have a small appreciation for if you're on a roll writing and somebody interrupts you, how hard it is sometimes to get back in it. Jim posed a very great question, and he said, so how do we make the right decision here? So for me, on the way here, there was a lot of overthinking and underthinking and backwards, forwards, and sideways thinking. And I'm still not sorry that we came.
Now, if I may add, at the moment, for me, the trip down had nothing to do with that whatsoever. I wasn't even thinking about the decision that I made. It was made, and it was done, and that was that, and I enjoyed the ride.
See? There's the thing. Jim made a decision. He decided to come of his own free will. I really didn't pressure him. I told him, no, that's fine, that's great. I should be working too. So, Jim made a decision, and Jim accepted the decision, and here Jim is. Jane made a decision. Jane rethought, and then rethought again the same question over and over again, and Jane is apparently still thinking. What is the difference?
Yes, what is the difference? What is the difference?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to take a backflip off this rock here into the water and hope that it knocks some sense
There she
into
was.
me.
Last time I saw her, the bottom of the shoes were sticking up. That was it.
I saw the soles of her feet. Oh, man.
Yep,
No,
a
so Jim...
whole new religious experience.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need.
Yes, yes.
So, the thing that I want to ask you is, somehow there seems to be a link between making a decision and accepting that decision and whatever consequences come with it, and making a decision, and then before you even hit any freaking consequences, you done and rethought the decision 17,000 times. So, in your eyes, what is the difference there?
First of all, an awful lot of people struggle with this. I mean, when I was fully employed, actively working in the field, this was one of the major discussions that I always had with my clients was, how do you make decisions and not regret them? And for me, it was simple. I mean, you approach whatever the circumstances are for the decision. In this case, it was, can I afford the time away from what I'm doing in order to go out and enjoy myself? And then the other part of me said, if you're not going to go and enjoy yourself, then don't go. So the decision now was, if I go, will I enjoy myself, or will I continue to say, oh, I should have stayed at home? So you have to make that clear decision. Is this in my best interest? And obviously, much to what Jane was saying, she didn't really strong-arm me. The decision was actually I was quite comfortable making it. It was in my best interest. I needed to get out of my place where I was working. And my decision, the biggest thing for me is whenever we make decisions, somebody is going to be affected some way by that decision that we make, one way or the other. And it's not that we set out to hurt people, but just the outcome, the consequence of any decision that we make is usually going to affect some other people. I try to make decisions in a way that don't affect them in a negative way. So in other words, if I choose to go out for a ride today and do this have this wonderful opportunity to spend some time outside, who's that going to affect? Nobody. somebody's going to be negatively affected by that decision. So it was an easy decision to make. And once the decision is made, I feel good about it because I know that it's made not selfishly. I don't have to rethink it. I just know that I'll probably stay up an hour later tonight to finish off the work that I was going to do when I decided to come here.
And that's a conscious choice that you've
Yes.
made and you're willing to make and you're okay with
Yes.
that. I was identifying with what you were saying there as far as you said decisions that we make affect others, and I think that's where I get stuck personally. I get stuck in so many areas of that. Like I just said, I felt guilty that maybe I convinced you against your will in a way, because really, like, I kind of played the devil's advocate, right? Like I said to you, oh, I'll make sure that we're back by, the hour and a half that it usually takes us. And in my head, of course, I'll make sure we're back by then. I need to be back by that time too.
Right.
Will it happen? I'm not really sure, but
Here we are.
and I think that for me, that's the biggest obstacle is this affecting others. And I start to think, well, okay, so ultimately, are they going to be irritated at me because, like, I appreciate what Jim just said, but what if he does experience tonight, writer's block or something, and he's frustrated and he's thinking to himself, like, damn it, like, why did I let her pressure me into that?
But that's an outcome of my decision, so I have to take responsibility for that. You don't affect my writer's energy. You called, you suggested, I thought about it.
I could have planned ahead better and given you a heads up.
You have to stop, and this is important. We have to stop owning the decision that other people make. We can't do that. That's you can't own the decision
Yes.
that I made.
Yes.
I made it. It's
Yes.
my choice. It's my decision.
Yes.
And so I will decide whether I have fun or not, whether I enjoy the ride. And so far, it's been really a good choice I made. Good for me.
And it benefits me. So what am I worried about,
I don't
really?
know.
I mean, I'm sitting
I
here,
don't
I'm
know.
chatting, I'm good to go.
But how many people get hung up on exactly what you're saying?
I don't know.
And they
Sometimes
talk-
I think I'm the only wacko.
No, it's not a wacko thing. You care about other people, and you care about how you affect other people, and you care about how they feel. Sometimes to the detriment of yourself, in that you put your needs or your best interests secondary
I do.
to other people.
Most often.
And that's can be harmful,
You're right.
and it can be depressing,
Yes.
and it can be lonely sometimes doing that, because everybody else is having fun because they made the choice that they wanted to make, and you're worried about the 8 other people that you may have influenced in some way, and you aren't enjoying yourself at all. So
Everybody else is having fun,
Yeah.
and I'm cooking and cleaning up.
that's right. And then she looks at herself in the mirror and she says, "Gosh, that was a wonderful day, wasn't it?" And everybody had
Everybody
fun.
had a great time.
Everybody had a great time. Except
Man, I'm
me.
tired.
But it was good. So we can't do that. We have to allow people to make their own decisions, and we have to allow people to be responsible for their own decisions. And if it doesn't work out good today for me, that's on me. That's not on Jane. That's it.
I appreciate that. But no, I think Jim had some excellent points here. Like, I think it's in our nature to consider others,
Oh, sure.
especially
Oh,
others that
absolutely.
we love.
Absolutely.
But there needs to be a concerted effort made to put yourself first. As I found, and it's funny, on my vacation, I think I mentioned that last time, I had literally scheduled every day. I put on my to-do list on my vacation, would you believe? I had put on there me time every day, and I did it. And you know what? It was actually a wonderful feeling. And I thought to myself, really, I should be doing this every day. I should have some point every day that's something I want to do, something that, I approve of, and just, it's totally me. Has nothing to do with anybody else. And I think for me, that ties right in with what Jim said. I have to stop owning other people's choices and decisions. I can with an open heart, enjoy what people are doing and add to it, contribute to it, do what I want to do to make the fun happen. But I matter too.
Yes, you
A lot of
certainly
people
do.
forget that.
You are the most important person you know. You are. I am the most important person I know. And if I don't take care of myself, then I'm not healthy. And if I'm not healthy, I can't be there for other people when they do really need me. So I'm the most important person I know. I need to keep myself in balance. I need to take responsibility for how I choose to live my life every day. And I don't mean to crush you, but you don't have the power to influence my decision making. You really don't.
No, and you know what's funny? I know that. I know that. I know that you are a completely an individual, and if you did not want to go, you would have said,
I would have said
I
no.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't go.
I can't go. So I looked outside. It was a beautiful day, and I thought, decision was made.
Which is
There you go.
literally what happened to me. I was on my way home from my last job in Vineland, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if Jim wants to ride. Because you don't know, right? Like, it's hard to say. Like, you can plan it, but if it rains, you can't.
You never know unless you ask.
Exactly,
There
I
you
know.
go.
And so I asked. I stuck my neck out and I asked, and damn it, I'm happy that I did
There
so.
you go. So am I.
So, you know what, everybody? Have yourselves a great week, and we are off to ride some more.
Thanks for stopping by.